The arrival of the railway to Vilanova, Geltrú, the steady march forward. Location, Plaça d'Eduard Maristany. The construction of the railway between Vilanova, Geltrú and Barcelona was a venture of epic proportions in all regards. The lack of financial support from the government and the technical difficulties of tunneling through the Garraf Hills turned into unprecedented historical challenge. Nevertheless, enterprising individuals made it happen, such as Cristòfol Raventós and later Francesc Gomà, known as an Americano, as the rich immigrants who returned from the Americas were called. In 1881, the Gomà locomotive, built in the United States, arrived to the city. Coinciding with the magnificent celebrations of the event, electricity was used for public lighting for the first time ever in the town. The inclusions of the railway infrastructure in the city greatly accelerated its significant industrial development, paving the way for new activities and facilities. The imposing size of the train station, built in 1881, is a reflection of the importance the city placed on the new railway system. The building is neoclassic in style. The use of cast iron is especially interesting in the platform roof and in the exterior and interior columns. The station was designed by Celso Chauraudot and was, without question, the most emblematic stop on the line. It was said with pride that people would go out of their way to come see it. As we leave the station, we find ourselves in the square named after Eduard Maristany y Gibert. This engineer built Estació de França in Barcelona for the MZA, Madrid Zaragoza Alacant Railway Company, of which he is also the director. Placed in the middle of the square is a monument built by Ramon Padró, honoring the promoters of the railway, as well as sculptures by Joan Roig, known as his Lady with the Umbrella sculpture in Barcelona's Parc de la Ciutadella, or Citadel Park. A female figure representing Catalonia crowns the work and is holding a book that recounts the story of the railway's arrival in the village. That is why she is looking towards the city rather than towards the station. The spirit of the Renaixença, the Catalan arts renaissance, is reflected in the composition. The rest of the statues represent symbolic features of the city that were linked by the railway: Barcelona, trade and industry; Vilanova, navigation and vineyards; Valls, leather and textile industries; and finally, we have the representation of the railway, with a locomotive and a figure holding a sheaf of reins. The coat of arms on the monument's base are of each of the towns the railway line passed through. And those further below are the 4 Cuban cities that made financial contributions to the project: Havana, Matanzas, Cienfuegos, and Cardenas. The Americano capital invested in the project was critical to its success. Finally, the marble medallions represent individuals who moved the project forward: Francesc Gomà, the main promoter, Victor Balaguer, Joan Torrents, and Pau Soler, also an Americano. This work is the oldest monument in Spain dedicated to the railway. We continue on our route along Victor Balaguer Street, where we find the library museum of the same name.